Welcome back to the Demon Slayer Gaming channel. Going to be continuing our Final Fantasy XIV Dungeon Guide series. Today we're going to be taking a look at the second normal raid released in patch 7.2, Cruiserweight M2. Now for the fight with Sugar Riot, you're going to be paying attention to the pictures that she paints, and that's going to affect what abilities are going to happen. So you're going to start off with Muse Moral. This is just going to do a bit of party-wide damage, so you'll need to heal up. So then jump to the center, doing single style. It's going to start off with regular bombs, so you'll want to move away from the target location for these as they're going to explode in a large circular AoE. Then do another single style. These bombs are going to have wings, which means they're going to spawn on the platform and then jump to the opposite side. So you want to be standing underneath where they're going to spawn. The next single style is going to be regular arrows. You need to identify the openings in both sides where they're spawning and then stand between them. And then the last single style is going to be arrows at a dartboard. This is going to summon a dartboard in the center of the platform. It's either going to be pointing towards the north and south side or the east and west. So then summon arrows on whichever side they're pointing towards, and they're all going to rush towards the dartboard in the center, so you'll need to move to the opposite side of where it is pointing. And then you're going to do Pudding Party. This is going to be the group up AoE that's you need to group to split the damage for. And then Color Riot is a tank buster on both tanks, with a little bit of an AoE around it, so make sure you're standing away from everyone else. She's then going to jump to the front and begin painting her first mural. You can have one of two different murals. I believe it always starts off with the desert one though. For this one, nothing changes when it first gets painted. After painting it, she'll have a brief delay before casting Layer. This is going to spawn a sun, which is going to add a continuous damage over time on the entire party. She'll then do Layer one more time. This is going to spawn cactuses onto the platform that are going to start small and then grow. After they grow, they're going to explode in a circular AoE around them. So you want to move away from these as they appear.
It's a veritable storm of needles.
After this, you're going to want to get to the corners of the platform, as the next layer is going to do a quicksand covering almost the entire platform. After the quicksand goes away, it'll move to either the east or west side, and then more cacti will begin to spawn around the platform. So you'll want to spread out on the side that the quicksand is not on and avoid the cactus explosions, and then spread out to avoid the circular AoE that will be on all party members. I'm going to follow this up with another Muse Moral, which is going to transform the platform back to normal and do a bit of AoE damage before going into a Color Riot tank buster on both tanks. So then go to the center and casting double style. This will combine two of the previous abilities you've already seen. For us, we got the regular arrows and the bombs with wings. So you want to stand under the place where the bombs are spawning and in the openings for the arrows. And then whenever she does double style with the two sets of arrows, this is going to just spawn the dartboard onto the platform, and then all the arrows are going to rush towards it. So if the arrows spawn on the north and south, you want to move towards the east or west, and vice versa. So then going to follow up with putting party. So everyone needs to group up to split this damage. And then go back to the front of the platform for another sugar scape, creating the second mural of the fight. Start this phase off with Taste of Thunder. You want to avoid getting in the water when you have any lightning ability, as it increases the amount of lightning damage you take. So you're just going to spread out to avoid overlapping this. Taste of Fire is going to do a group up AoE on both healers. You need to group up in two separate groups inside of the water. Otherwise, the fire AoE is going to instant kill the people inside of it. Follow up with another Muse Moral for party-wide damage. And then she'll begin to cast Layer on her picture in the background. This is going to cause continuous damage to anyone who is inside the water. This is also going to summon multiple circular AoEs around the platform that you'll just need to move out of. Afterwards, she'll do another layer. This is going to summon a large storm on one of the 3 platforms. You want to move away from this as it's going to explode in a large circle covering the entire platform and part of the other 2. It's going to move locations twice during the fight, so you'll just want to move with it. Make sure you're staying off the platform that it is on. While this is happening, there will also be multiple small circular AoEs that you'll need to be moving out of. Once the large thunderstorm explodes 3 times, then she'll cast Muse Moral again for doing party-wide damage. And then follow up with Color Riot on both tanks. She'll then go back to the center, doing 2 of her double styles again. This time it started off with the arrows, so check where the arrows are spawning. This time we got the east and west side, so we want to move towards the either north or south. And then for the second double style, we got the regular arrows along with the bombs with wings again. So stand underneath the bombs and between the arrows to avoid these AoEs. And at this point, you're just going to repeat one of these sugarscapes that we've already seen. Only thing we haven't seen yet is the different combinations that can happen during the double style. You can't combine any of them together, so if that happens, just keep an eye out and reposition depending on what is happening. But that should be it for Cruiserweight M2. I hope this helped everyone out. If it did, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you on the next one.
The match is decided. Victory goes to the challenger.